Hey, I'm live. Poor day today, I'm going to say. It was really cold out and everything. I decided instead to try to go live, see how it works and everything. Apparently, it's working out pretty well. Right now, I'm setting up to do a tabletop game. It's a little bit different than LARPing. However, the fun part is it's the player versus the game, unlike most tabletop games where it's player versus player or it's a storyline like Dungeons and Dragons. This is a little bit different. I'm just setting it up right now. This is called Elder Sign. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably see it better now. Okay. And this particular version of Elder Sign, if you're familiar with it, also has the expansion pack Unseen Forces added into it. Now, I do have the other expansion pack called Gates of Arkham. That takes the game on a different little bit of a twist. I'd rather get a secondary base set and add that into it rather than constantly be changing out cards and everything. So I'm just doing a little bit of setup right now. I am going to periodically be looking to see if there's comments and try to answer questions or anything like that. If I miss it, I'm sorry. I will try to come back around and type in answers after the video is done and over with as well. So right now I'm separating out tabs. We've got little elder signs, we've got stamina tokens, and we have sanity tokens, as well as, there's one, little doom counters. I don't know how well you guys can see those. The doom counters are for the ancient one. Sanity and stamina are for my character down here, who is Dexter Drake. Elder signs are the signs we're trying to collect. Basically, long story short is you are a detective in a museum on a college campus at a university, if you will. And strange things have been happening. In the in particular, there are what's known as the Ancient Ones, who have been locked away in time and space. And right now, one of them is asleep and trying to wake up by collecting doom counters. This one in particular is Yig, some weird lizard-like creature thing. And the idea here is we're trying to collect 10 elder signs by doing tasks before he fills up his doom counter. I have to collect 10 elder signs before he collects 8 doom counters. If he collects doom counters, he wakes up and then I gotta face off with him head to head. I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm just getting these all separated out. All the elder signs and such here. I don't know if you've ever played a game like this. I don't do a whole lot of tabletop gaming. I do play a lot of D&D with a group of friends. We meet roughly every 2 weeks. A lot of the guys there, some of them don't like being on camera, some of them don't care. So we keep those videos, if we even make a video, a little bit more personal for close local friends to be able to watch and such. That's about it. These are the Mythos cards right there. Those are the dice. Those are the monsters. These are the item cards. I'm setting it up a little bit different for single person, just because it's only me playing. You can play this game by yourself. You can play it with other friends. You have almost up to 8 to 10 people. That being said, the more people you have playing, the longer the game takes and the more stuff you have going on at a single time. Now, Dexter Drake gets a 5 sanity, a 5 stamina. We have 4 different types of items here. I have spells, allies, common items, unique items. Let me take a look here, see if you guys can see that. Oops. You guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. Perfect. Awesome. You guys can see almost the entire board. Fantastic. The light's a little bit unique little portals that open up into other worlds and you can take on other tasks. These are laying those out and just and I think I've covered everything. These are the blessed and cursed cards. It's a dice, but it's a negative effect as opposed to a positive. The 4 cards up here at the top, those are the lost and found, first aid station, souvenir shop, and the chapel. On your turn, you can choose to go to one of those 4 places instead of taking on a task. Depending on where you go, different things can happen. One of the great things about this is there is something of a currency. Those are trophies for completing tasks or defeating monsters. Those trophies are like your currency to be able to use at one of those 4 stations there. The clock over here in the corner, that is to determine my time. Basically, my character when in game is at the museum investigating from 6 p.m. in the evening to 6 a.m. in the morning. And then for game's sake, leaves, goes get some sleep, bite to eat or whatever, and then comes back the next day. As each day passes at midnight, something strange happens. The reason why I say 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is because that's what it says in the rule book. I can't really explain it past that. I think the only thing I haven't talked about are these. I don't know how well you can see those. Basically, shoe print. Those are clue tokens. Those are your re-rolls. If, say you roll a dice and you get a bad result and you want to re-roll it, you use one of these. And yeah, I got to go grab a cup real quick and I will be right back. Okay, now unless something drastic happens, that should be the last time I end up walking away from the camera. That was the one thing. Out of everything I needed, that was the one thing I'd forgotten. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take all these monster tokens here, and I'm going to put them here in the cup. The reason for that is whenever a monster appears and you draw a monster out, it's drawn randomly. If I'm seeing what I'm drawing, I'm giving myself an advantage. And, well, I may have been a cheater as a child in video games and stuff and used cheat codes, but I try not to do that with this. I had a buddy of mine playing with me once. Oh, we cheated all to hell just to try to keep up with the game. It was chaotic. Alright, so I got the monsters. I need to finish this. I got these for my guy. According to his starting items card, he gets 1 unique item and 2 spells here. And we can actually look at these. Oh, sweet, right off the bat. Alchemical process. This card is a trophy with a value of 5. This is what I was talking about, these trophies. This is what it looks like. It's a little green circle with a number in it, and it tells you what its value is. You build these up and you save these up and you use them. You can spend 10 of them at any given time to buy an elder sign. They're difficult to get a hold of, and that's an incredibly rare card to actually get. So I'm kind of surprised I got that quickly. This card to fully restore any investigator's sanity, also very helpful. Whenever it comes to using items, you can use them at the beginning of your turn, but that's the only time you're able to use them. And a silver key. Okay, so this lets me use a red dice on my turn. I'll get more to that here in a minute. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and just get the dice out now. If I can get the bag open. How many guys does it take to open this black bag? Apparently more than 1. Alright, so the standard dice here, you've got 6. You have a red and yellow dice, which are extra dice that give you more benefit to the game. The yellow dice has higher investigation symbols, which are these little magnifying glasses. you have uh, you have the little skull, you have the scroll. This one has a wild card image on it. You can use that to represent anything. The standard dice have the investigation symbols, which are the magnifying glasses. They have the peril symbol, which is the skull. Lore, like knowledge and information, is the scroll. And then the terror is this weird Cthulhu tentacle looking thing. Those are bad to get. Then you have the black and the white dice. These are your cursed and blessed dice. If you become blessed, as long as you are completing tasks and winning, you get to hang on to this. This is just an extra added dice. It's just like the green dice, except it's white. If you become cursed, however, you get a black dice. It also looks exactly like this. However, on your turn, when you roll a dice, whatever you roll, it takes away that same roll. So say like this right here was my roll. If I rolled a 2 investigation on that, anything that equals to a 2 investigation, I'd lose. So I could lose the 1 investigation. I could lose any of my 2 investigations. If I rolled a peril, I could lose my peril dice. And this is my actual roll. The only thing you will not, oh, you will find a black terror on there. So that's the only benefit, because terror is a bad roll, and you have 1 on every dice. If you roll a terror, something really bad happens. So I guess being cursed, if you rolled a terror here and got a terror, and it takes that away, that would be like the only benefit to being cursed. But it's a 1 in 6, so you have a small percent of actually getting that. So we're going to set those off to the side here. We'll set those there. These are the dice. And we need to finish separating all of this out. Kind of hoping to keep the video under an hour, if at all possible. I want to see how well these live YouTube videos do. If they bring up more attention, if they become more popular, I may end up doing them more often. On occasion, I might do a live video during combat or at an event or something. That being said, the live videos obviously are probably going to be less edited. I know there are some people who have been saying, you know, you need to make this look something like a blockbuster movie or something like that. Just going to tell you guys right now, that's probably not going to happen. I do edit a little bit, but a lot of the videos I try to do, I try to keep as close to the standard original footage as possible, so you can see there's no tricks or anything. If somebody lands the perfect shot with a bow and arrow, I want you guys to see firsthand that that wasn't edited in any way to make it look like that. That actually did happen. All right, so there's a lot more to explain to this, but I'm going to explain it as we get into the game itself. Mostly because showing it and explaining it to me are two very different things, and it's a lot easier to explain something if I have visual aids to show you rather than just explain it. I'm weird that way. Also, for any of you who are watching, if it seems like I'm blocking the camera far too often, please say something. I am going to see it, and I really don't want to do that to you guys. So, I'm going to toss these in here. I'm actually going to slide these now that I've got a little bit more room now. Move this all. Set these here. That happen at different times. Stroke of midnight, new mythos card appears, and it does something random. Sometimes it's nothing, sometimes it's something. Sometimes it's something really, really nasty. Other times it's something really, really good. Just all depends. on the card. That's the interesting thing about Elder Sign, is it's a game built around the concept of chance. You never know what's going to happen until it happens. I've never played a game like this until I found this game, and as soon as I did, I fell in love with it. I thought it was awesome. It's a great way to pass the time, especially if you're by yourself and you're bored. And like I said, if you got friends who come over, they can play it with you. And here's the best part. Technically, a turn changes from player to player at 12. That's what the game's rules say. So every time at 12, if somebody wants to step in or somebody wants to step out of the game, they are totally free to do that. An investigator doesn't come back or whatever. I know I explained the 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. thing. I can't quite explain how else that works. I don't understand how they put that concept together. It just is what it is, I guess. I'm going to take one more. Well, gotta mix these up a little bit more here. See if my old card shuffling days are still available to me. See if I can still do this. Here we go. Nope. Try this again. We lost our Ancient One monster. Give it a quick cut. Now, game starts with 6 task cards. These are like your quests. They're tasks, or they're missions, actually, I should say. That's how I should be wording this. These are missions to take on. The reason why I say that is because they use certain words in the game to describe different things. And these are the mission cards. Okay, you take on a mission, okay? You take on a mission. I actually get my little marker guy out. I have the card that describes who I am, but to show where I'm at in the museum at any given time. Mark, so let's go ahead and hop in and see if we can't beat this game in 40 minutes. This whole pile. Here. One investigator of player's choice becomes... Seriously? Becomes blessed? Next time the clock strikes midnight, the investigator of player's choice becomes cursed. Ouch. Okay, so I start off blessed. Get a blessing card. Slide this up here. Normally I have a different table. I don't have that table available to me at the moment. So this is what I have to work with. And Dexter Drake is a good start. I think we're going to come to this one. It's called Vision of Demise. It says, in that awful vision I fell and did not rise again. After successfully resolving this adventure, look at the top 3 cards of the Mythos deck, discard 1, and return the other 2 to the top of the deck in any order. Okay, that's gonna be yeah. So here's how this works. My character goes to take care of Vision of Demise. Okay, this involves a dice. Now it shows you on each task what you're trying to get. This one in particular has 2 of these lore dice and 2 terror dice. Now I know I said before terror dice are the bad ones to roll. In this case, it's not entirely true. If I were to have gone to this card and it says terror, lose sanity and stamina until you have 1 of each remaining, that would be bad. So this is a card I want to try to avoid if at all possible. Now, if I do this one and I succeed, I get an Elder Sign and I get a spell. Because of Dexter Drake's magical gift, when he gets a spell, he gets a second spell for free. So let's go ahead and give this a try here. Normally I'd have like a bowl or something to roll this in, but due to lack of space, we're just doing it right here. Okay, that went horrible. Literally got all but one investigation dice, and that was a peril dice. So in this case, it's a failed roll, which means I lose dice and I roll again. I need to roll 2 lore dice at the same time to complete one of those tasks. Then I have to roll 2 terror dice in order to complete the adventure. I can do either of those in any order. If I had a card like this one, I don't know if you can see that one, but it's got a little arrow right here. That means I have to do these in that order, making that an incredibly difficult card. Okay, a little bit better, but not as good as I would have wanted. Shoot. I am down to 5 dice, which means the next 2 rolls have to be successful, otherwise I fail. Hey, I got 2 lore. Woo. There's the 2 lore. Yes. Okay, now I can make this work because I got 3 dice left and I've got 2 spaces I still need to fill. And that was a fail. Okay, so this is my last chance. Win or lose. I either get 2 terrors or I fail the adventure. And I failed the adventure. Shoot. Now, because I failed the adventure, a few things happen. First off, I lose a sanity, so this becomes 4 and 1. So I've got 4 sanity and 5 stamina. I'm no longer blessed. I only keep the blessing if I'm succeeding on adventures. Yeah, it wasn't connecting, and I just made it reconnect. I've lost sanity and a stamina at this point. I've failed 3 adventures, and I am trying to... Now I have a monster that's appeared. It's a warlock. He has my red dice locked, and until I get rid of him and defeat him, I don't have access to that red dice. So I'm gonna probably go take him on and see if I can get rid of him. If that's the case, I do get rid of him. I can get rid of him without completing an adventure. If I get rid of him, then I get my red die back, and I believe the back of the monster chip said I discard the monster for chips or something to that nature. I'll read it to you once I get to that point. And then if I complete the adventure as well, I get 2 clue tokens, which are the shoe prints up here, as well as an otherworld card opens up. You can have otherworld cards open up while you have adventures. Once you complete an adventure, it's discarded to the bottom of this deck, and a new card flips up. So instead of going straight for the Elder Signs, let's see if we can do this. Here's the downside. If I fail this adventure, another Doom token appears. Then I'm really in trouble, because I'm trying to prevent that guy from waking up. Also, as I said before, if Dexter Drake does end up getting devoured and defeated, we're going to call it there and maybe try another live video leaving off where we are picking up where we left off at and trying again. Maybe I'll have some other friends over by then. I just don't know at the moment. Okay, so 5 dice. Now here's the interesting thing about the Warlock. I either need to roll 2 perils or 2 terrors. Because of the way it's set up, I've always done it to where you can roll a combination of the 2 because it fills that block. It's showing both a peril and a terror in the same square, so you can roll either to complete the task of getting rid of the Warlock. If you get rid of the Warlock, you still have this task underneath, which is just 3 lore. But you can't complete the lore task until you get rid of the monster. Let's see if we can get rid of this monster dude. Well, I did complete one of the tasks, which is this bottom one. Waste of time if I can't get rid of this monster guy. Dang it. Okay. This is the point where it's going to break it. I have to do this. And I did not. Which means I failed once again. Shoot. And that means the clock strikes midnight. I have become cursed. Which means this black dice is with me now. That really sucks. And we get a new Mythos card. Oh. Setbacks or penalties. I can either lose one Elder Sign if I have any, or add 2 Doom tokens to the Doom track. This is one of those interesting moments where it does actually give you that choice to pick, even if one of them benefits you more, because you can see how hard this game is. I don't usually win this often by myself. In fact, I don't think I've ever won a game by myself. I've won plenty of them when I have others playing with me because there's more items, there's more ways to help each other, and it's an interesting game to play. So I'm going to take advantage of this and pick Lose the Elder Sign because I don't have any Elder Signs at the moment, which is of great benefit to me. And that's the only thing that happens. All right. It just dawned on me. Oh, there are 6 here. Okay. First thing there, it looked like I only had 5 green dice. So we're going to try Gate to Elsewhere again. Now this time around, I've got the black dice. So if I roll, whatever I roll on the black dice, if I have any of that on the green dice, I lose that. Okay, so the black die is showing a 2 investigation, so I don't get to use that. Also, I don't need it. I've rolled 2 terrors, which means the warlock is gone. Red dice comes back. Warlock is no longer there. That being said, these 2 green dice stay here. Now this does say on the back of it, return this marker to the cup and gain 2 clue tokens. So I used these to get rid of the warlock. He goes away and these come to me. This is of great benefit to me. This is incredible benefit. I can use these to re-roll the dice if I fail a roll. And you can reuse those at any given time. It's actually quite nice. By the way, while I am thinking about it, these videos are a great deal of fun to do, and YouTube has a system where if they like your videos enough, they start putting ads on the videos. I know a lot of people don't like that, but those ads are what help me earn extra money to be able to make more and better videos, which is the end goal, allowing us to be able to travel to other places where other LARPs are going on and be able to meet new people. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, feel free to share them. You can share them through Twitter, Facebook. I don't know what else is out there, but you can share the videos. Always like the videos if you enjoy it. And don't forget, on my page, there is that little bell symbol. Use that to be able to keep up with all the videos I post on here. And last but not least, I said it before, I will say it again, share, please share, please share. Word of mouth is my best friend with these videos right now. With that being said, let's roll again. Oh, no. That was a lore, but I'm not going to cheat like that. 1 lore. Boom. That was a 2 investigation with the black die. I didn't need the 2 investigation I'd rolled, so it worked out good for me. Now, if I succeed on this mission, I'm no longer cursed. That's a terror and a terror. I lose those. I don't need them. But I still lose a dice because I didn't roll it. So at this point, I have failed the adventure. And actually, I'm going to use one of these clue tokens and try rolling that again. Dang it. I got a lore, but then I also rolled a 2 investigation and a 2 investigation. Those cancel each other out. And a peril, which does me no good. It's nice getting these clue tokens, but you go through them really, really quick. My gosh. This is my last chance to re-roll, so if I fail this, I fail the adventure. 1 and 1 cancel each other out. And it looks like I failed the adventure. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright, so another doom counter appears. This time a monster is not going to show up, which is a good thing. That means Yig is 2 up on me. He only needs 6 more doom counters to show up. And I still haven't collected any Elder Sign yet. Any of you guys are watching, you got nothing going on tonight, and you're able to, I wouldn't mind having a second set of hands helping me out with this game. That being said, 3 hours in, I'm going to try this one again because it seems like the easiest one to do. Investigation cancel. Whoops, that was an investigation. That cancels that. I did get 2 lore, so bam, there's those. Let's see if we can do it again. Come on, give me a lore. Wow, it's happening and I don't know why. The live video keeps disconnecting on me and it won't do anything until I actually get up, hit the button to say reconnect. So if those of you who, so if you guys missed it again, which I'm sure you did, the adventure I was on, I completed. I got 2 clue tokens. I opened up the world card. I got rid of the curse, and I got 2. I did say that I got 2 clue tokens. So when that happened, that adventure card went away, and a new adventure card opened up. Actually, I'm supposed to hang on to that because it's got 2 trophies on it. There, now you guys can see it. It's got the 2 trophies on it. So this is kind of what those cards look like. A little bit better angle for you. Trying to show you so it doesn't have the glare on it. Does that look a little bit better? Kinda, sorta. Anyway, these right here, those are my trophies that I got. The awards I got. This up here's the trophies. So now I have my 5 down here and another 2 right there. So I set this off to the side where I can remember it. And let's get back to it. I'm thinking I did complete that, so another 3 hours now goes by. We're in day 2 of the investigation of Yig. I'm not sure it's the smart idea, but we're going to try this Vision of Demise again. I'm getting a good feeling about this one. Now that I'm not cursed anymore, let's see if we can't try this again. Got some dice, or I've got some clue tokens to help me re-roll dice. It's a good benefit. Let's give this a try. Okay, so we needed 2 terrors. We got those right off the bat. Boom, there's those. Now all I need are 2 lore dice, which are those, and we'll be good. Okay, I'm going to use a clue. I did not get it. I only rolled 1 lore. I need 2. Let's try again. And we're going to use the other clue token. And try again. Well, shoot. Okay, so I lose a dice. I didn't get it. I rolled 2 terrors, a lore, and an investigation. Hey, there they are. 2 lores. Bam. Yes. We completed it. Yes. I'm going to check the camera again, see if you guys actually saw that. You did see that. Yes. You saw that. That got completed. So my guy goes back up here. The rewards are an elder sign and a spell. So we get 1 elder sign that gets applied to the ancient one. So now we're 1 out of 9. I get a spell, and because Dexter Drake is the magician, his magical gift allows him to get 2 spells. So, and 2. What did I get? For C, discard to look at the top 4 cards of the adventure deck. Discard 1 and return the other 3 to the top of the deck in any order. Well, that's nice. And then bind monster. After rolling, discard to defeat 1 monster. Yes. This goes bye-bye. So this comes here because I've got another 2 trophies now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more trophy. Just 1. And I can buy an Elder Son. And the new adventure is Hallway on Fire. Ooh. Ooh, that's nasty. That's very, very nasty. Wow. My goodness. Okay, so if this I have to close it for very long, and that's in the neck to try to keep up with it, especially when you have to keep getting up and looking at the camera. I'm going to have a better setup for the future so that if this happens again, I can easily rectify it at that time. The one thing I don't like doing is using my front camera for this because it shows up differently as a video. It's irritating and I don't like it. If you look back at my other videos and you see that one where there's a really little screen of me, that was me using the front camera. Yeah, like that. I didn't even know that happened until I posted the video and saw that and went, oh, shoot. And I couldn't change it because it was the front camera that recorded it. So it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to go one more turn here. We're about 5 minutes away from our 1 hour marker. And I think we're going to call it a night. Hopefully next time we can try to defeat Yig. But let's go one more adventure and see what happens. We have exactly 4 minutes to go. So let's see what we can do here. Quite a bit available, actually. You know what? We're going to go all out. We're going to do stay away from the windows. As much as I fear the dark places among the exhibits, I fear the pools of pale moonlight even more. I have learned all too well to stay away from the ornate windows throughout the museum. I need 8 investigation and 2 perils. That's almost like all my dice, but it gets me 3 elder signs. So we're gonna give it a go here. Gotta move my token down to here. And here we go. Okay, so we got quite a bit of investigation here. We got 3, we got 6, 7, 8. Bam, there's our 8 investigation. That gives us 2 chances, plus my clue token, to roll 2 peril. Actually, you know what? We're going to use Molotov Cocktail. We're going to add the yellow dice into this. And see what we can do here. Oops, I bumped right into that. Yeah, so that didn't work. We're going to use the clue token and re-roll that. That still didn't help. I got one, but it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Let's try this again. Still didn't get it. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, I never rolled. Hang on, we're going to take a break from that real quick. I didn't roll the green die to see how many Doom tokens showed up. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. 3. Oh my gosh. 1, a monster appears. 2, a monster appears. 3, another monster appears. That's 3 monsters. Oh my goodness. Now, since we already kind of started this whole thing, there's our 3 monsters. I have a cultist. I have another warlock, which locks up my red dice again. And I have a Tuco. Just going to go right there. That is a pain in the neck. Actually, I think they all are supposed to go right here, now that I think about it. Wow, okay. So last chance to get 2 peril. It's an all or nothing deal. And we got 1 minute to go. Whoop, we just lost a dice. Shoot, we got 1 minute. 1 minute. Where'd that dice go? There it is. Haha. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Moment of truth. Dang it. I got 3 investigations, and that's not what I needed. Shoot. Okay, well, it's not a failed adventure, but it's close enough to a failed adventure. We're at our 1 hour mark, so we're going to call it. If you like the video, remember, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you can keep up with all our videos. And I said share already, but I'm going to say it again.